Hey everybody, it's Steve from Wackadoo Brewing. This is Wackadoo Unhinged. Today's a very special episode for us. As always, I am joined by my co-host Denis and the Brew Squatch, aka Shaun. And today we have Tito from Indian Motorcycle right here in Colorado Springs. So it's the Pikes Peak Indian dealership, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, outstanding. And your dad couldn't make it in today, but
Could not, man. He's out riding in Death Valley right now.
oh wow,
Oh,
kidding.
nice.
Yeah, he's enjoying the nice
I was
weather.
going to say that's definitely better than here.
Yeah.
So you guys, we were very, very close to the end of last year. Did you guys make it to the number 2 spot, or are you still the number 3?
No, so we ended at number 3.
Okay.
We were only 20 bikes away from number 2.
It was so close. So the third highest selling Indian dealership in all of the world.
Yep.
Not just like Colorado or the U.S., but the world.
The world.
No,
it
and
was
you-
it was by 2 bikes. Mexico almost
Oh,
caught us.
Damn.
Yeah, so
That was pretty close. But I mean, it's absolutely amazing what you guys do down there. And I was just talking to a guy named Josh. He came in the other day to check out one of your bikes. And he said the difference because he went around to a few of the other dealerships looking at just for a new bike for him and his wife. And you were the only dealership. There was no pressure. They just went in there. You guys hung out. You talked. You had a good day. And he went out and he tried a couple of the bikes. But nowhere in there were you guys like, well, you have to buy the bike or you have to do this. He said like he went to the... not Polaris, but it was another one of the dealerships, and he was just checking out a bike, and he told the guy, he's like, hey, I'll think about it, and the guy's like, what's there to think about? You're already here. Why don't you just buy the bike now? And he's like, done. I don't even want to deal with that.
typical sales guy, right? When it's
Yeah. No, but you guys are awesome. I mean, there was absolutely no pressure. Like when I bought my bike, it was just like, as a matter of fact, I was like, hey, I love Indian, but I need that big tire on the back. And you were like, actually, I got something. Come check this out. And that was it. And, it was that easy. There was no pressure. It wasn't like you had to sign that day or anything like that. I even came back a couple weeks later, before we even did anything. So, I mean, that was really awesome. And you guys, it's more like, it's a fun place just to go hang out.
Definitely.
More than just like I have to walk through, I have to buy something. Like a car dealership, maybe they give you a cup of coffee, but you guys are like just awesome. And you take a tour, you can try out some bikes, your demo days that you guys do.
I mean, motorcycles are supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
So the experience that you get by coming into a motorcycle dealership, it should be the same way. It should be fun. I mean, we shouldn't. A lot of people try to repress you because they want bike sales, but really, you're just there. You have a good time. You let people come in and have fun with you, test riding bikes, and it'll eventually happen.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to happen if you've got a good product and the person leaves happy. They might not bike that day, but that's in the back of your head. Like he already knows that he's going to come back to you, and he's buying an Indian. He's already said it when he was in here. He's like, compared to the other place I went to, just the experience. He knows he wants to come back to you.
Awesome, man. It's great to hear.
That's so cool. And like, the events you guys have going on there, like April 11th, we're coming out there for the, is it Bikes and Beers? Bikes and Brews.
Yes.
There you go. So we'll be back out there again. We've been out of your place like 5 times now, 6 times for these different events. And I'll tell you, dude, it's the best day. Just being able to go there, hang out, the people coming around, it's a great day. It's a fun time.
Certain somebody keeps hogging those events to himself.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, I'm allowed to like cherry pick a few good events for myself,
And the boss.
I can't complain. I got to go to Whiskey and Barbecue last year.
Right.
That was definitely a win.
Yeah. Some of those big bear festivals are great, but I mean, I love coming out to Indian, just that whole day. And I mean, that's what sold me. We did the first event and I was looking around and I was like, man, I can't really, I don't have it fit into my budget right now to get a new bike. And then we did the second event, and I was like, hey, I'm kind of interested in a bike. And you guys talked to me. And it went until, like the third event there before I finally purchased it. But in between there was no pressure. It wasn't like, somebody was calling me every other day, but like, so you're going to get this bike? We can get your financing. We can do this. And then the deal you guys gave me on the bike, I couldn't say no. I mean, you guys took a really good care of me, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
And it was so great. I mean, like when I finally got the bike and I rung that bell, I'm not gonna lie, I started crying a little bit. And your other guy there, I can't remember his name, the one who does the bike race team, he works in your parts off section there. I don't remember his name. I'm terrible with names. But anyways, and he was like, dude, what's wrong? And I was like, I haven't owned a vehicle in 18 months. He's like, oh yeah, it's nice to have another bike. I was like, no, you don't understand. I didn't own anything.
Oh, wow.
I had no wheels, period, for 18 months. And to be back on a bike, and you guys made that happen, and that was really awesome.
And major props to y'all. I always had the feeling he'd like the Scout Bobber, but with his obsession with the Breakout and the Fat Boy, I never thought there was anybody that'd get him on one.
Yeah.
And then y'all managed to get him on one,
You
and I
know,
was like,
it's-
oh, no.
I think the stars just aligned on that, man.
Oh yeah, because you had the bike back there.
Yeah, we built that bike, and we actually we had it for a little bit. You know, showed around some different shows, but recently someone test rode that bike, and they chipped the paint on the tank. Because originally it was a dragon scale green that
Yep.
we had on the tank. It was a good look, but fenders were already blacked out. But he said he wanted a blacked out bike, and he was like, well, you know, just happens to be.
Yeah.
We
And
can
then
make
he was
it
like,
happen.
yeah, the tank's already over at the paint shop, so we got to do something with it. What would you like? And that's when I told him about the brewery logo and all
Yeah.
that. And you guys made that happen. I mean, and that bike turns heads. Everywhere I park, people stop and they're taking pictures or they're looking at it, and it's just, it's beautiful. And it's the brewery's bike, you know, and that's been really awesome. And Shaun rides. And we've got Sterling's talking about getting a bike. Corey was talking about getting a bike. So we're gonna be sending the whole team up there. We're just
Bring
gonna have a
them
line
all
of
out.
Wackadoo bikes. You know?
Let's do it.
Oh yeah, and then I get working on my project. We're gonna have all kinds of cool stuff going up on socials.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's getting a 360 camera, and he's gonna start like doing some of the
Never
rides.
mind, I was trying to be mysterious and shit,
There, cut that.
just in case it never happened.
No. See, but if we do it on here, then it has to happen. Like getting bagpipes.
That's right.
You
Well,
say
I
it
mean,
on
it's
here.
on the way.
Yeah. Well, the fish sandwich. We talked about it. Bam! It happened. So,
Yeah.
So he's gonna get a 360 cam and start doing some of the rides around here, ending at the
Oh, yeah.
brewery, and we're gonna kind of put it all
And
together.
I've got some ideas on stuff we can do. Filming, I can film you, have the camera set up where you're doing a ride by and get some awesome views of the side of the bike as you're going down.
This guy.
My entire life, I've looked for some kind of creative outlet I'm good at. I suck at drawing, painting, writing, music, all of it.
Life.
I'm hoping maybe cameras will be my thing.
There we go. Yeah, maybe I should try that next too. 'cause I
Hey,
suck
no,
at all that.
I know how to work.
Apparently, you can fight too.
So, what got you into the whole Indian like life? You know,
Man, I got tricked into working for Indian. It was, it was. I worked for
It's
Harley.
a pretty good outcome of a prank,
yeah,
though.
I tell you, it worked out well. So
That was an evil ploy. Sign me up for another.
I went to school to be a motorcycle tech. I went for Harley Davidson, so I was certified Harley tech. Me and my dad wanted to do a dealership eventually, but it was one of those things I had to get experience first. So
yeah, you have to have experience to get the job, but you can't get the job without the experience.
Exactly. So I spent first half of my career working at Harley dealerships. The last one I got let go from. I was like, well, I got to find something to do, and I ran across the GM at Boise Harley, and I happened to know him from when I worked in Las Vegas. He said, Tito, if you need a job, get up here, get all your stuff, and I got you covered. Well, he didn't tell me that he owned the Indian dealership as well. And I get there, like, well, I don't really have a job for you with Harley. Like, what does that mean? I don't,
Wait a minute, I just came all the way up
I
here.
went from Tucson, Arizona to Boise, Idaho. And then he tells me that, oh, no, you got to work in my Indian dealership. So it was, I had to figure it out. You know what I mean? And it was a crazy thing because I had a CVO Street Glide, swore by Harley.
Yeah.
My whole life, my parents and I both. And then I had to learn the product. And once I started riding them, I was upset, man.
Yeah.
Because a stock Indian rides so much smoother than
Oh, yeah.
even my bike did.
I noticed
with-
that right away.
Yeah, I put like $4,000 in my suspension on my Harley.
Yeah.
Still didn't ride near as smooth.
Yeah.
It's one of those you get on it and it's like, damn it, I didn't want to like this.
You don't got a lot of customers to this day that still do that.
I've seen so many posts of people online talking about that. The first time they ever get on an Indian, they're like, how can it be this much different?
One of
It's
the
a
test
motorcycle.
days, because I've never been a fan of the touring bikes, but I tried out one or two of the touring style bikes up there. I think one of them was the Dark Horse. But yeah, I was like, I don't like how much I like this.
It happens, man. I mean, honestly, a lot
I
of
feel
times
like you're not
that's the toughest
supposed to be
part.
this comfortable on a motorcycle.
Right?
Yeah, if I can get people to ride them, I mean, it's over.
Yeah.
That's usually it. They're buying the bike, but getting them to that point. I've had plenty of guys tell me, like, I'm not going to ride it because I know I'm going to like it better than my Harley. And I just bought the thing a few months ago.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's how I was. I mean, because I am a lifelong, I had a Fat Boy and I had a Breakout for over 6 years. And I never thought, I mean, looking at the Indians, that there was going to be something on there I'd like. But man, I mean, right away. And the difference in the cost of your parts and what you guys do versus what Harley, the bike that's sitting out there that you guys built for me, that would have been at least
Bikes,
10 or
parts,
12,000 more from Harley.
Yeah.
Just to get, because I took the look, because Harley's got that website where you can like build and customize your own bike.
Really? Yeah,
Oh yeah, and it had been 10 to 12,000 more.
That's crazy, man.
That was unbelievable.
See,
And
I thought like that bike was a little up there in price. Like I knew it was going to stick around for a while because of the price point. But yeah, I actually never looked at what Harley's ran compared to it.
I mean, when you told me the final price, like I was waiting, I was breathing hard. I was like, how am I going to afford this? And then when you guys told me the final number, I was like, done. There was no hesitation. You know, I looked over at Renee and she was like, is that a fair deal? And I was like, that's an amazing deal. Yes, done. And the ride has been better than the Fat Boy or the Breakout, and it's got as much power or more. You know, it's got a great top end on it, which I don't do. I mean, I'm older now, so I just enjoy a nice ride.
It's there if you need it.
But it's there if I need it. So I did that getting on the on-ramp to get on the highway. Just give it a little juice, and I was very impressed. The Breakout had some power, but that's smooth.
Well, the power to weight ratio on your bike is through the roof. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why it's a beast. You got 121 horse on a bike that's about 550.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
lighter than the Breakout was too.
Yeah.
I noticed that the first time I got on it, how much easier it was to move around. Like the Breakout was heavy,
I think-
even with nothing on it. Just because I don't put bags on my bike, I don't put a back seat on, I don't do any of that. But even just the stock difference between them, that weighs less than the Breakout, and feels.
You're
feels
easily
better.
100 pounds under what mine is.
Yeah.
And mine's not that heavy.
No, I ran into that a lot with the Breakout was heavy, but this is beautiful, you know. And what you guys did, Harley never would have offered me that. Not to talk bad about Harleys, but they never would have done that for me. What you guys did. Yeah.
That made it happen, brother.
So you went and worked at an Indian dealership in Boise.
In Boise, yeah. I worked in Boise, and then I ended up going over to Idaho Falls, actually. And I worked there for a couple of years before I realized that, you know, we wanted to start our own dealership. So then Colorado Springs is what they said was the hot spot. You know, my dad's from Colorado originally, so it was really the only option that we seen that was worth doing.
Yeah.
Everything else was like California or Washington. I'm like, I don't like emissions, you know. So
Yeah.
I couldn't do the performance thing that we wanted to do. So Colorado Springs made perfect sense.
Yeah. And how long have you guys been here?
Well, we opened the dealership in late 2019, so I've probably been here 7 years. Yeah.
Nice. And you went from opening a dealership to being number three in the world.
Yeah.
That's phenomenal, you know, and it really speaks volumes to how you guys treat your customers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Yeah, no, we try to do everything for the customers, man. I mean, we have fun. You know,
Yeah. All right. So what are you riding right now?
I have a Pursuit Dark Horse 24. I
Nice.
got built to the tilt, man. Actually, I just tore it apart again because I got everything sent out for paint. But I did a 117 big bore kit. I got 165 horse, 151 torque.
God damn.
Damn, I just ordered a change drive, man, because I've tore through 2 belts now.
Yeah, that's gotta be the fun thing, being up there at the dealership, because you kind of get to pick and choose through your parts, and you know, yeah.
Well, the last bike I had, I loved it to death. I did a crazy paint job on it, but it made it a little bit more difficult to sell because I went a little more towards what I wanted, and you know, instead of more generic.
Yeah.
This one I'm gonna probably stay a little more on the generic side, but I went with the horsepower and I went with the audio. I did 2 10-inch subs in my bags. I got 4 8-inch speakers.
Oh, wow.
And I got another 2 6.5s in the front. Like you can hear it from a distance if you don't see it, man.
Wow. I was gonna say, you're the kind of person I like to ride with, because I've never had a stereo on any of my bikes, so I always like to ride with other people that do have one. That way I can still get some music while I'm riding.
You'll hear it
I
crystal
was
clear
gonna
from
say,
behind me, bro. No one else listens to music.
I used to see that a lot in Houston. There'd be a lot of these real old school black guys. They'd have these real tricked out bikes, and they'd have speakers everywhere, and it'd be louder than the bike itself.
Oh yeah.
Just blasting. I remember the one guy. He was blasting jazz. Not like the crazy
We got a guy around here does that like old school like 30s and 40s big band.
Yeah,
Like,
that
that's
kind
what
of stuff.
I mean,
yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
style.
Yeah,
It was. I was like,
neon
man, this
lights
guy's-
and the iridescent
Yep.
paint job and
living
everything.
the best life.
I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna lie. I thought about doing the saddlebag speakers. and just like roll up and just hit it and start playing Barbie Girl or something.
Oh my God.
As I ride up, right down Tejon.
Oh God.
Good time. I see a lot of that in Florida. The heavy speakers and like Underglow, all that. When last time I went out there for Daytona, I was on one of the top floors in one of those hotels. I thought that the guy I was staying with turned my music on inside the room because I could hear it that clear out on the balcony. No, I had to look all the way down and see, like barely see the bike that was playing that music. It was insane, man.
Yeah. It's a nice thing too because you don't get the trunk rattle on a bike.
Yeah.
So you get the nice, clean music. You don't have to worry about all that other crap that you see with some of these people. Like if you're going to spend $1,000 or $2,000 on your music, and most of it's in your trunk, bolt your license plate down or put those little buffers behind it so it doesn't rattle.
Dude, my brother-in-law,
Bushings.
coasters.
Coasters, yeah. Anything. Just stop
behind
that.
the license plate, and if you can see the cross brackets on your trunk, put them up behind there. Problem solved.
Yep.
For like $3.
Right, exactly.
That was actually another big thing in Houston too. With there was a lot of that too. But like a lot of people would trick out their trunk so much that they would just drive around with it open. They'd have like neon lights and shit in there, and as long as it wasn't raining, which was like half the time. But they just like leave their trunks open. They're just like driving, being douchebags on the road, swinging through
We
lanes.
run into some of that too.
Yeah, it was fun. I
So
mean, they'd be
you-
going like 5 miles an hour though. So.
Do you guys have any rides with the dealership planned for this year?
I mean, we don't have any like poker runs yet planned. Our IMRG, I think we got quite a few rides that are going to be planned, but I don't know. As a dealership, we haven't really set up anything crazy. We do all of our parties at the shop, man.
Well, I know. That's what I love about that. Well, we were talking about, because we do the Thursday night bike night here, so you come in between 5 and 8 on Thursday nights, and your first beer's half off.
Oh, nice.
And so we were thinking once we get a good idea that the weather's going to stay nice. I mean, this year's been weird already, but we're hoping like April or May start setting up like rides from the brewery. Just do a quick like 30-minute ride and do something fun, and then come back here for the bike night
That'd be
and
cool.
start setting up something like that. Maybe like once a week or at least a couple times a month. I know we have. We got the VFW Warriors coming up here for one of their rides. CVMA's got a couple of rides, and we're one of their stops. So, I mean, we're always grateful for that. And almost seems like every time we have an event at your place, they have a ride. We are one of the ride stops down there at the dealership, which is so cool,
Yeah. No, we do have, I know our June summer kickoff event, we're going to have a bike night the day before our big event. That one, I think, our anniversary.
Yeah,
that we did
your
last
anniversary
year.
was amazing.
Yeah, that was great, man. We're trying to go 3 days on it this year.
Nice.
We'll see if we can get it to stick for a full 3-day event, man.
Hell yeah.
The 2-day went great. It was the first time we ever did a 2-day event. And that seemed to go off pretty nice doing the bike night the day before.
Oh, yeah. Me and Renee were kind of tired at the end of that. It was like 2 days in a row out there. I was like, okay, yeah. I mean, because it's an awesome day, and it was nice
Hey,
weather.
Denis,
Yeah.
you want to go check out an Indian?
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, see?
I've been slowly poking for months now.
We're going to start getting like a little coupon book. Everybody coming from the brewery to come up there to get a bike. Oh, yeah, maybe we can do that. We can try to set a record this year by like number of people from the brewery going and getting a bike.
Make sure you tell them Wackadoo sent you.
Yeah, that's right. There you go.
That's it, man.
And then Tito will be like, oh, God. It's another one.
That's more of an OES thing.
Definitely love to see pull up to this parking lot and see nothing but Indians in the parking lot.
Oh, absolutely. I was really surprised. The last one we had, was it last fall, where the majority of the bikes out there were
Right, no,
Indians.
it was the last one.
Yeah.
It was nothing but Indians. I remember there was
Yeah,
all of
like
them.
three
We had
or
like
four
30.
people are like, you'd think it's an Indian dealership. Like,
Yeah.
It was the Monster Garage guys.
Yes,
They
we
had
did.
that little bike show.
Yep, we did a.
I think there was like a Harley and the rest were Indians.
Yeah, we did a fundraiser and a charity event here with Monster Motors, and with one of the VFWs, and we had like a good 35, and all but one of them was an Indian.
Wow.
Yeah, and one chopper that
Yeah.
somebody had actually built.
Yeah.
And so it was fantastic. We're seeing it more and more and more. More people are getting away from Harley, and it's. It's expensive. Like on my breakout, I broke off the that stupid little license plate thing. They just had the little one on the side on the lever. Broke that off, $450 for a new one, and it was just a piece of plastic. And I was like, "Come on,
But it
seriously?"
said Harley.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's it. Yeah, like when Renee bought her helmet from you guys over at Harley, it was like $300 and something, and she got the one from you guys for like 150, 200 somewhere. It was like 180, I think. Yeah, I mean, even just the helmet, just because it didn't say Harley, all of a sudden that price comes way down, and it's like. I get the name brand, I get the history. I mean, they're great bikes. Don't get me wrong. I've owned two, but it's just a night and day difference, between the way you guys took care of me and the way that bike is versus what I got from Harley.
Well, I think with all the changes that Indian's made lately.
Going independent from
Exactly.
Polaris. And
that by itself, I think Indian's gonna shoot through the roof this year.
Oh yeah.
Just because we're, getting away from that and allowing them to concentrate a little bit more on standalones like our dealership.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna allow them to grow in general. I mean, they're planning on supporting the aftermarket huge. So we're hoping over the next year, with their plans to help support that market, we're gonna see a lot more aftermarket parts come out. Maybe some extra aftermarket companies, because it's really the only downfall I've ever seen with Indian is that, yes, we can customize our bikes like Harleys, we just don't have as many brands to do it with.
Yeah, true.
I just built a Vikla, and the stretch kit to do that, there's only one. So
There
got the
wasn't
market
options,
clo-
it's just-
exactly.
that's
So
it.
to build that bike costs more than it would to build a Harley, because I don't got 10 vendors to pick from.
Yeah.
There's one guy doing it. He sets his price. I'm kind of at the mercy.
Well, you
of
see
it.
that with a lot of like new technologies. When
Yeah.
once something has been out for a couple
I
of
was
years.
just about to say the firearms industry.
Yeah.
Like particularly the one I've looked into is like Glock and Canik. Glock, it's a good gun, but it has so much aftermarket, so many things you can
Yeah.
do with it.
Like
Canik,
the
in
most.
my opinion, is better than Glock out the box, 100%. But it doesn't have that aftermarket. There's no vendors that are putting stuff out for it yet.
Yeah. Why do you think all the Go Faster kids all have Honda Civics? There are 10,000 companies making parts for Honda
yeah.
Civic.
Yeah. Jeeps.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Jeeps because they're Legos.
Yeah, you can add and take away and do whatever you want.
Yeah,
with it. So-
you can go to a pull apart. It doesn't have to be your year, make, or model.
no, and it still works.
Half the time you can just pull parts off and it works.
Yeah, so I think you're right. I think a couple more years, you'll start seeing a huge growth in that market.
Definitely.
And I mean, that's more things for us to play with. Because I mean, what's the point of owning something if you don't do something with it? You know?
Exactly.
Well, I've already seen it from. I started with Indian back in like 2017. I'm working at dealerships, and just from then till now, Indian's catalog has grown through the roof. They got plans to grow it even more with some performance aftermarket accessories they're going to get back into that they kind of shied away from during COVID.
Yeah.
And just the aftermarket as well. Like Drag now has a catalog just for Indian parts.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
It's not very big. I mean, talking, but it's growth, man. Before it was a couple pages in the victory section.
Yeah.
And now it's grown to have its own catalog. So, I mean, big improvements already.
That is, yeah, definitely. And I love it, like over at your shop, because you've got like that guy that hand brushes, the hand paints those
Oh, yeah.
lines. That work is beautiful, and the fact that like you have somebody for that.
Yeah.
I go over to the Harley dealership. Everybody there they come and go pretty quick. And they don't have a network. They don't have, we know somebody for this, we know somebody for that, except for Cedric. Like, I know him. And that dude has been there ever since I bought my first bike, and he's still there. So he's the only one I can really talk to.
He's a good guy.
But I come over there with you, and it was like, yeah, if you ever want to do this, I got this guy. If you ever want to do this, I got this guy. Like, you guys know everybody.
That seems like it should be a prerequisite for a motorcycle dealership. As much as people love to customize their motorcycles, you'd think every dealership would have a Rolodex of people.
You figure, man, but I mean, most dealerships too. You got, lines and lines of corporate in front of them to where they're not allowed to do all that.
Yep.
Where
All right,
it's-
that's fair.
It's me and my dad, and both of us love to customize bikes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we know all of it. Hell, we bought our own powder coat company because of how much we like to customize bikes, and we got tired of waiting.
See, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, but you guys are also knowledgeable, and it's the same staff. Like, I've gone back over the years and looked, and you've got a lot of the same people have been there. Like, there's a loyalty to your dealership and the people that have been there, and everybody is they're good people. It's not like I don't walk in there and every time I walk in there, there's somebody different working the floor. I've seen all the same people for at least the last year and a half that I've known you guys.
Our core people stay there, man. I mean, like everywhere, there's a few that cycle through, but you know which ones are at core because they are the ones that are still around.
Yep.
Mind you, half of that is family.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that helps, but I mean,
but to have
That's
some
the
loyal,
American dream.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I got my sister does our marketing. My wife does our finance. So my parents own the place, and then I got my mother-in-law that does our bookkeeping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, family affair. And I do have those other loyal employees as well that are friends that have been with us from almost the beginning.
Yeah.
That have stuck with us, man. So happy to have those guys.
yeah, no, absolutely, and it shows. It makes a big difference. Yeah. Did you have something else? I thought I saw a thought rolling around. Huh?
Oh, I've had several, but we go through the topics.
So over the last year or so, I mean, what's been your big seller? What's like the number one bike?
I'd say Challengers and Pursuits are definitely that bike is I mean, that's the creme de la creme.
Yeah.
Ever
See-
since that thing came out, yeah, it's overshadowed everything.
See, that kind of surprises me. If I were to guess, I'd say the Scout Bobbers. I think I've seen more of those riding around than just about anything else.
So we still sell plenty of Scouts,
Yeah.
but Scouts, it's almost like it's seasonal. You know what I mean? There's certain times of year. We sell them throughout the year, but there's certain times where they fly off the shelves. This time of year, right now through spring, is whenever they go like hotcakes. Baggers throughout the whole year. There's still their season in the fall. Seems like everyone wants a bagger probably because it's cold.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You need to
cover
be
up.
able to stuff more stuff with you.
You have some fairings, you have some protection from the wind.
No, I definitely say Scouts are probably your next up on that list, but baggers by far the Pursuit. Man,
See, that warms my heart because I'm a bagger cruiser fan.
Yeah.
Whenever you're ready for one, man,
There you go. See?
get you going.
You have no idea how many times I've thought about going up just to see what the trade-in would be on my V-Star.
Yeah. So yeah, hey, we got a lot of cool stuff coming up, and you guys have. I mean, every month I see at least one or two events up there that you guys are doing, and like I said, April 11th we'll be up there for the day. That's going to be a really awesome event, and I can't wait for this summer and then this fall for your anniversary. So thank you very much, Tito, for coming in here, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and tell your dad I hope he had a great ride, and we'll see him when he gets back.
Yeah.
So thank you very much from all of us here at Wackadoo. The Tito with Indian Motorcycles. If you want a good deal and a really very well taken care of purchase day, then check out Pikes Peak Indian, the number 3 dealership in the world, right here in Colorado Springs. So don't forget, don't just do it.
Wackadoo
I can do
it.
it.
There you go.
Yeah.